ये है Ideas of India.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Welcome to Mumbai. In fact, I was in Kolkata last week to meet you, your team. And Bandhan Bank is different. And I'll let you explain more. But what I'm seeing is this is the new India. And most companies are trying to go after the rich Indian. Jewelry brands, clothes brands, car brands, they all want the Mota Indian. Hai na? And I was in a bank before, and I remember in a bank, we wanted to give money to people who already had money because they are the best credit quality. But Bandhan Bank is going after to lend money to the most economically vulnerable, what you even call like ultra poor people of India sometimes. And it's still a business. It's not an NGO. So can you talk more about how is Bandhan Bank different and why have you chosen this strategy?
Thank you. The first point is a learning. 50% of country population are women. Until these women are not contributed to the country economy development is not like to complete. For that reason, in that time, I thought about it, how we can be like to empower the women and create the employment large, and that will be helpful to the country economy. Then we find out that when I worked in the village level, the women are not getting the access of financial services. And those women, those are low-income people. And that is the objective I started on that as a Bandhan. And to give the small credit to these women, and they will earn the cash, and they will contribute to the family. And that is the one side. Other side, if you see that in the naturally Indian society and the man-headed household, all decision taken by man, and family, all work done by the women, but women are not counted. They are earning something on that. So for that is the reason I started with these women and given a small amount of the money to their hand as a loan, and they are earning the money. And now, if you see that, how they are use that money for the betterment of their children, education, children health, and they feel empowered. Many of the case studied on that. And that time, that thought is nobody like to accept. Because if I give the loan to some people, if you are correctly mentioned, if people have not the money, why you give the money to them? They will be like to eat the money, and they will not return back. But their return back is 99%. And so much loyal these people on that. So we are proved on that way and started as an NGO. And then I feel that the small is beautiful, big is necessary. Until we are not in a scale in our country, so that cannot be given any impact to the society. So that is the time I have been thought about 2006, I will be like to convert as an NBFC and the scale of that. When I make an NBFC and going to the scale, I find out that is also not enough funding to the NBFC from the bank to reach those number of women. And then I have been started to thinking about it, how I can do it on that. And that opportunities has come to apply for a bank license. And when I go to the bank license, apply and talking with the different consultant, nobody agree on that. You will not get that anything on that. I said that I'll try on that. If I get it, it will be better for the country on that. And I got it and started it. Now we are in the 35 states and union territory out of 36. And we are reached to this, the customer 3 crores 26 lakhs have been saved within this, the 23 years. But the main point in that, out of this 3 crore 26 lakhs, 2 crores are women customers. And that is, they are contributing to the family, their society, and our country, is 2 things on that. They are created their employment, their earning has come from the, zero. Even we are finding out the 1 lakh rupees in the per month. And they are also created the employment. And if you see that this type of women created 1 employment, then 2 crores employment generated for the country. So this is the objective started as in women empowerment. And because his income has come, now husband asking them to take the decision in the family level. And they are spent some money for betterment of their children so that they are empowered. And they are empowered, they are earning. So women empowerment is there, and they are also created the new employment, and that is for help for the country economy. So this is a short of
Nice.
this.
That's incredible, actually. And like I said, at a time where it's all about metros and the market and the total addressable market of income you're going. But tell me something, I've been a banker before, aren't you worried about credit checks? It's firstly very small loans. There's a lot of customers. How are you making sure that, you have mechanism in place? I think I heard that there's a very interesting system where the women of the village only decide whether another woman can get a loan or not. Like in some ways, your customers only become the credit committee. Just talk a bit more about that. How does that work?
No, if you see that when I started on that, they have not anything that types of document. Only they have the ration card. And we take in the ration card. Because these people have not the income proof. And they have not any that types of documents. Either PAN card, no. Driving license, no. So some people have the voter card. And other card that time is not yet started. And we are thinking about the village level, other women are know them. This is the best KYC. No, yes, she is residing in that village. 25 years we know them. They are given the confirmation, fine, I'll give the money on that. So this is not the KYC in that moment. Of course, there is one document we have been taken as a ration card or the voter card, that will be good. And when this has come to this very formalized, we are coming as NBFC, we are like to develop some of this, the KYC, we are started to educate them. In the group meeting, we are asking them, you have need now to build up your KYC, like the voter card, and we are introduce the other card when it's come. We are make a campaign in the village, how they will be make the other card, and what documents is needed for other card. And that way it has come. If you say that today, those type of customer, HNI all have the card, but this type of customer, 97% have the other card, and is a KYC they are put in. Even the 35% of the total of these women have the PAN card. And now they are graduating themselves automatically on that. So KYC is not the big issue, but beginning we are facing on that.
I mean, there has been news, and and this is not a judgment on, because we have no idea really what's going on there, but there has definitely been recent news of some high-flying fintechs having questions about KYC. The RBI has raised questions, to say the least, taken action. These are like big, well-funded companies with like the world's most advanced investors, and they are not what's going on there with their KYC? You don't have to tell me what's going on there. You don't know. I mean, there is definitely something going on. We need to find out. But how is Bandhan ensuring that, there are no such things as duplication, like one Aadhaar, PAN card, 500 accounts? Those are kind of some of the news that has come. I mean, how does Bandhan make sure that's done? That too at that level of rural, semi-rural, like really like tier 3, 4, 5 cities?
No, if you see that the two issue on that. One issue is there, some people have, those are intentionally doing this. No? And very few people on that. If you see the large number of Bandhan customer, they are very loyal. They are not going to doubling or tripling some of this, that. But we are also finding out some of that. How? There is a called of that, the system in our bank, which is called the dedupe. When any of the customer are applied for a account opening, there is a KYC. When KYC has come, we have the back-end system to check with the whatever we have already the account is there, they are matching on anything is there. If it is a duplicating, then it will be denied to not to open the account. So this is not possible. Even the PAN card and other card, it is automatically will be identified and deny that they cannot open the account on that.
You think like the market and the media, we are part of the media today, glamorizes fintechs and anything tech really. Like, you know, the valuations go sky high, people think, and a humble bank like Bandhan, which is actually got crores of customers, not like will get, you actually have, and have deep roots within India, is not seen that way. Like if you made your name Bandhan.ai today, just have to change the name, sir. I don't know, the market may react differently. I mean, what do you think of like this whole fintechs really versus traditional banking in India going forward? Do they both have a role? Are fintechs going to take over? Is traditional banking here to stay? How do you see it?
No, if you see that the future of India is a very important role play in the digital, which is a fintech is and also the issue on that. But my learning is that we are divided in three category of the people. First is a very high net worth people. This is one. Senior citizen, one type. And the low income or middle income people. So when we see that the senior citizen, fintech and digital is a fear. They will not like to touch. That is their first point on that, which is the good number of account holder. Young people, they are very smart with the digital and fintech type on that. And it is a future for India. But till now, they are using their parents' wallet, not the own wallet. Third point on that, when you go to the middle class or bottom, what we are working with them, we talked about it, this is a high-touch model. What is the high-touch model? I have been again repeat on that, when you go to this, the village to meet the customer, and they are not in enough money. We are providing the credit. We are organize the group meeting. We are meet every week to them. This is called the high touch. So if we not high touch them, they will not come out on this position. Why? When we meet them, we are follow it, what the problem they are facing, how they are repaying the money, are their businesses growing, are there opportunities of further? So if we not go to that type of high touch model, they will be missed many of the service from the banking industry. If I give this, by fintech is a one credit to them, and they will be repay, they will not repay. But I cannot follow up with their enterprise. If you see that last month I have been meet with the customer of the many times. I saw that the one of the women has come to me, and she has been taken the 10,000 rupees to 10 years before to manufacturing a fan. And manufacturing means assembling a fan and purchase the parts from the market and sell it. After the 10 years, that's the Mrs. Rai, I hope that name, 6,000 fan manufactured locally, which is called the assemble, and sell locally, 20 women under her working.
Wow.
Monthly income 1 lakh rupees. 10,000 rupees taken 10 years before. After the 10 years, 1 lakh rupees income as a one woman who does not know about the business. If it is not high touch, it's not possible on that level. I can give the money, but I cannot give the idea to them.
Okay.
So that is the need for our country to bottom up these people in the another level.
Okay.
And that is fintech. Maybe is there, they give the credit, but not to support on that part, which is need for the country people.
It's a good point. That relationship aspect of it. Tell me something. There is this very clear objective of Bandhan Bank to help parts of India which don't get financial services. But Bandhan Bank is also a private bank. It's not a government bank. It's not an NGO. It has shareholders, it has capital providers, you have regulators, you have people who want profits. You have all kinds of stakeholders. And you have this vision of trying to help as many Indians as possible, empower women, things like that. How do you balance it as somebody who's CEO? How do you, when do you think, okay, it's time to make some profit? Oh, it's time to help some people? Or how in your head, how are you balancing this?
No, first point on that, any of the development or activities or business, the main issue is a sustainability. And charity cannot sustain. It needs to support some of the other side on that. So what we like to do on that, the two other things on that, separately. We are banking doing on that in a sustainable way to support the people in a sustainable way. They also can be sustained, we also can be sustained. Whenever the surplus has come to this bank, we are given to the CSR, to the other wing, in a bigger way compared to any other bank. So that is, we called in that the different types of area we are working on that. So in this way, we are divided on that. So that is our model, of course. We are like to do on that.
Yeah. We have two very special guests here. Two of the people whose lives have been actually touched by Bandhan Bank. One is a customer, one is somebody who benefited from your CSR program. I'll just highlight, the light will go on those people, and they can just stand up. One lady is called Miss Lanka. Yeah. So let me just tell you, thanks for applauding, but let me tell you what her story is. She's from Chembur, and they were working in a leather factory, making 22 rupees a day. And Bandhan Gang gave a small loan to them, and they now make leather goods themselves. And now, from 22 rupees a day, they now make 30,000 rupees a month. That's the kind of story. Now, I know I interviewed the Practo guy whose company was valued at $500 million. But think about it, 22 rupees a day is, it's not even, how much is it? 660 rupees a month to 30,000. That is some growth, and that can be life-changing for them. Their children go to an English medium school now, and it's just a totally different jump of economic circumstances. So that's Lanka, and I think now she deserves an applause, and Bandhan too. And then we have Ms. Shravani from Odisha.
Chetanji, if you see that the earlier whatever mentioned about the entrepreneur, every woman inside have the entrepreneurship mind, and their success rate as a startup 95%, and they are contributed to the family and society. Whatever they are earning is a huge. So we feel proud of this, the women. 22 rupees per day income, which is the monthly is 660, has come today after how many years? In the 10 years on that, 35,000 rupees per month income. And what is the manufacturing wallet which you are pocketed in the backside? Earlier he has worked on this same thing. And she has been like to encouraged, if I get some money to start this type of business, it will be the change their life. So we should be encourage them on that. I like to request to all of you, give the big clap to this women.
Yes.
Happy on that.
And if I correctly understand, the loan amount was just 40,000 rupees. That's it.
Yeah.
And life has been changed forever, for generations.
Yes.
That's Ms. Shravani from Odisha. She was a beneficiary of Bandhan Bank's program, which is a direct help, direct assistance. She had an unfortunate incident when she was 16 years old. Her home was burned down, and she had a lot of injuries because of that as well. And it's the ultra poor assistance program for Bandhan Bank, where they actually go to a village and ask the villagers tell who needs the most help. And then out of the 100, say 100 people are living, maybe 2 or 3 are identified. And she was one of them. And Bandhan Bank helped her gain confidence, learn about entrepreneurship. And now she has a shop, and she also delivers food. And she's self-reliant and an entrepreneur in her village as well. And these are just 2 stories. And
if you say that the second story is a Mrs. Das, and she burned hard the one side of the face and hand. And we picked up from the village, we have the program of CSR, which is called the development of the ultra poor family. And villagers selected this woman. She is like on that. And we are first learned from this, the women, they lost their confidence to survive and that is alive. And we given that to the first and that to them as a training for confidence building. Then ask them what enterprise they would like to start. Will be help everything. And so that they select. We given again training for the management of the enterprise. And we given full asset, not in a cash, full asset to her to start the business. And given a 3 months consumption stipend for food, not to touch any income for that. And we are, every week, our staff are looking it as a hand-holding basis. After the 2 years, we are exit, and she are running hard the business on that. If you ask her, just I met in that, the back end, and she said that she has the now earning is in 15,000 to 30,000 rupees per month. And she also have the fridge, TV. She's going to purchase a 1 piece of land. And do you know that how many years? We selected 2021, after the pandemic, and 24. 3 years, changed the life, who are not even selected hard. Any of this, the credit, no credit, only these things we have been given. We have the 1,50,000 family we developed in the country, different states in this, under this program. And per family, our cost 40,000 rupees. Very simple, 40,000 rupees family can become from that level to this level. Should be like to do scale. And it's a need in our country. And this type of family in the country is a 3 to 5% of the population. And we are feel proud with these people. They are actually the entrepreneur. Our support is not like, it's a high touch only.
Mr. Ghosh, you know, banks are a symbol of capitalism. I mean, banks are part of capitalism, but it's very rare we get to see capitalism with a heart. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ideas of India. ये है Ideas of India.
ABP Networks, Ideas of India.